Hey, what's up, guys? So we're back, or should I say, actually, welcome. I just naturally say we're back because of my other channel, but this is the very first content video we're going to be doing on Warrior Gaming. We're going to be checking out Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced Worldwide Reveal Showcase. Now, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag has been one of the best Assassin's Creed games I've ever played in my entire life, and it is on my main channel, Warrior Humble, and I am looking forward to this because I didn't see the trailer. I just saw like a few, those comparison images, the original and the Resynced. Some of it looks pretty good and all that. And one thing I do know about this is they took out the modern day part of the game where you're that office worker and all that. They pretty much just took that out and now you're just stuck in the Caribbean. And I'm really looking forward to it. I am planning on ordering the game on pre-ordering the game on Steam so that way I could play it. And I do plan on playing it because I am really looking forward to it. I had so much fun with the original. So without anything else, let's check out Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Oh, there's the music. That looks really good.
We fly no colors out here, but praise the lack of them. So let the Black Flag signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedoms.
If a man plays the fool, then it's only fools he'll persuade, but appear to be the devil.
Man, that looks really
all
great.
Men will submit.
We're pirates, kid. We take as we please and become who we like.
But that look ain't you. It's not who you are.
Who am I then?
You're a wonder, Kenway. You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to this. I mean, the graphics look amazing. And one of the biggest fears everyone kept on saying is, Ubisoft, please do not mess this up. And one of the biggest fears they also did mention was, please do not let it be RPG or something like that. Because that kind of like ruins what the combat used to be and everything. So I do understand that.
Hey, everyone. I have to say, it is good to be here.
Edward Kenway.
I played Edward Kenway more than a decade ago. And he's one of those characters that never really leaves you. Now, over the past months, we know that you've been waiting. Or we know that you've heard things. And today, it is finally time to share with you what we've been working on. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is a faithful remake of one of the most beloved Assassin's Creed games. It's totally rebuilt from the ground up with the latest version of the Anvil engine and enriched with lots of new additions. Resynchronization with Edward's journey and memories. The same story, the same man, but elevated to a new level of immersion and realism to bring you one of the most thrilling swashbuckling pirate adventures. And I'm happy to say, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced will be released on July 9th, 2026.
That's a little over 2 months.
Today, guys, you are getting the real deal. The first ever look at gameplay. Everything that's been rebuilt, reimagined, and some behind-the-scenes stories. But enough of my talking, yeah? Let's just jump right in. Hello, pirates. Matt Ryan here, the voice of Edward Kenway. And this is Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
I mean, the fact that they have the original voice actor playing this, and he loved playing it years ago, and he's willing to do it again, shows you how much passion he had for this.
13 years after the original, this remake brings the classic game
back
to life. Rebuilt from the ground up with the latest Anvil engine to deliver the most thrilling pirate adventure. All right.
If they remove sea shanties out of this game, I swear to God, I want my money back.
Let's set sail.
Dash my buttons. Your
Hey,
life seems a grand one, if I may say.
Steve
So
Bonnet.
full of adventure.
I said Duncan.
You play as Captain Edward Kenway, a rebellious scoundrel eager to make a name for himself in the pursuit of glory, freedom, and a search for a better life.
Seen your face before. Yous mates with them pirates down in Nassau?
Shut your bloody gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
After crossing paths with the Assassins
Walpole.
and Templars, Edward is drawn into their centuries-old conflict with secret locations and legendary treasures at stake.
Taurus.
Along the way, he joins forces with infamous pirates such as Anne Bonny, Charles Vane, and Blackbeard. With them, he helps establish a short-lived, lawless republic following the pirate code and defying empires built on cruelty and greed. Together, in their search for freedom, power, and riches, they'll fight across a treacherous tropical paradise, from dangerous waters to dense jungles, untamed lands, and bustling historical cities. From the grandeur of Havana, the thriving and wealthy jewel of the Caribbean ruled by Templars, to Kingston's bustling trade hub, and Nassau, the beating heart of the pirate republic. Each city offers a distinct atmosphere shaped by opportunities and conflicts. The Caribbean world reaches a new level of immersion and realism, powered by high-resolution textures, enhanced lighting,
Wow.
strikingly detailed environments, and a new dynamic weather system.
Oh, the weather changes too. That is cool because I do remember every time, you're in Havana or Kingston, it's always sunny and all that. That is a really new addition. But I know a lot of people lost the faith in Ubisoft a little bit ever since the new Assassin's Creed game because, there's a black samurai and I think there's something about like lesbian or something like that. I don't know. And also how they did on the game Skull and Bones. So I guess their reputation faith kind of like went down. But I guess this is their redemption era if they do well.
Even underwater exploration is more expansive, more beautiful, and more perilous than ever before.
Oh, shit.
With seamless access to cities and locations, the world feels truly alive. Creating the perfect backdrop for a life on the edge, where freedom is earned and danger is never far away. Time to draw swords, lads. The combat system has been entirely reworked into an action-oriented experience. While wielding dual swords, pistols, and hidden blades, every move now plays a specific role with faster, more fluid attacks and combos.
Nice.
Land a perfect parry to open up your target for an instant kill, then follow with up to 4 chained takedowns.
So they're doing the exact same thing as they did in Assassin's Creed Mirage. You know what? Well done, because I love that game, Assassin's Creed Mirage. I love the combat and how it's fought and everything, so good on them.
Use walls, ledges, and breakables to your advantage. Keep track of your opponents and use all your tools to level the playing field. But fight recklessly, and you will be punished. Whether you're on the hunt or on the run, mastering your environment is key. As you navigate through cities and jungles, you'll experience smooth and improved iconic parkour moves. From free jumps, to back ejects, and side ejects. These options offer a range of reactive movements, giving you tighter control, resulting in greater speed and deadlier assassinations. Being a pirate assassin often calls for a subtle approach. With Resynced and its enriched stealth system, you can now crouch freely as part of your toolkit to approach targets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to reinvent the whole damn wheel. You just need to improve on what already works. Like I said, in Assassin's Creed Mirage, it worked. So now it looks like they're taking what they learned from there and seeing, okay, people had a positive aspect on this, and why not just apply it to this game? So good thing they did that.
tailing and eavesdropping missions have also been revamped. In the original game, getting discovered meant instant desynchronization. Yes, this was a pretty big pain point. We remember. Now, the action continues. Your objectives remain, but your target will react, and you must adapt accordingly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because sometimes the eavesdrop, if you fail, man, dude, it's a pain to start all the way from the beginning, man. I swear. So it looks like now if you get detected, you adapt to it, and you find another way to succeed. I actually like that.
These new interactions offer multiple ways to succeed and progress in your missions.
Man, his hat went flying.
Of course, this wouldn't be a real pirate adventure without a ship.
The Jackdaw.
Jackdaw.
You named your brig after a poxy bird.
The Jackdaw. What a beauty. Set sail and freely roam the Caribbean. Now equipped with even more firepower, the Jackdaw can conquer the high seas like never before.
Oh, wow. Dude, did you see that? Look at the explosion, like the fire that impacts the ship. In the past, it was just, oh, okay, hit the ship. But I really love the effects and everything. Amazing. And one thing I always wanted from the original Assassin's Creed Black Flag game was, I wonder if you could sail, different ships. But, that's the hope. But if they still had that fleet, those minigame the minigame fleets where you capture the ships and you could send them to different places to increase trade and profit, I'll be fine with that too. But that's the one thing I always wanted, because when you fly that Man of War for that one mission, I loved it.
With new alternate fire upgrades for every weapon, you now have more power and flexibility to overcome opponents' ships in any situation.
Oh, nice. Boarding.
You will engage in epic battles, boarding parties, and fort raids. All of these are back and as challenging, dangerous, and exciting as ever. To reinforce your crew, 3 brand new officers make their entrance.
Yeah, who are these
Lucy
guys?
Baldwin, the Padre, and Deadman Smith. Each officer has a unique narrative questline that reveals their backstory. Gain their trust to recruit them to your crew and benefit from their special gameplay abilities. Deadman Smith, for example, unlocks a double shot from broadside weapons.
Oh, nice. That was in Rogue. So we got new characters, new traits, and all that. I mean, the double shot isn't new. It was in Assassin's Creed Rogue, where you could put it on the Morgan Shay ships, but that is a great addition. I mean, I kind of want the Puckle gun as well, but it's not historically accurate because the Puckle gun wasn't invented until way after.
Explore the Caribbean alongside your crewmates and trusty pet.
You can
That's
have a
right.
cat on board?
You can now find a cat or monkey for the Jackdaw.
Oh, hey. I'm getting a monkey because that was, the monkey was in Pirates of the Caribbean, and I love that franchise.
Engage and plunder other vessels. Steer through violent storms.
Oh, I
rogue
hated
waves. Or just soak up the sun, regaled by shanties new and old.
For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow.
Yes, shanties.
Time for us to leave her. Hey!
Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced offers a deeper, more immersive adventure that remains faithful to what players love, while enriching the experience with enhanced gameplay features and fresh quests and storylines, including ones for the officers you met earlier and, just between you and me, new narrative arcs involving our old friends, Blackbeard and Steed. defy empires, and relive the era's explosive events amidst the ancient war between assassins and Templars in the ultimate pirate fantasy. Gold, infamy, and adventure await. It's time to raise the black flag again.
With Black Flag Resynced, we set out to reconnect with the heart of Black Flag. From the start, the intention was clear: deliver a faithful and enriched experience grounded in what players loved. We've rebuilt the entire adventure using our latest Anvil engine. Expect fully overhauled visuals, new additions that deepen its world, and enhanced gameplay both on land and at sea. Movement now flows more naturally from one action to the next, whether you're doing parkour across rooftops in Havana or fighting on the docks. Parkour builds on the latest design improvements from recent Assassin's Creed games, while still keeping Edward's classic moves. Combat now offers a more dynamic, swashbuckling experience, driven by precise parries and takedowns. Stealth gets its share of improvements too, and the ability to crouch anywhere. They open up more tactical routes and subtle approaches, letting you shape the adventure the way you want. Naval gameplay also follows the same philosophy and offers more tactical options. New officers will join your crew with powerful abilities, while the Jackdaw's weapons can be upgraded with new modes to change up the fight. The sea now plays an active role in how you'll be challenged by the elements. Weather and waves will influence how your ship will handle, while preserving the pace and freedom players remember. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced matters deeply to us and to you. That's why we took the time to rebuild it with the care it deserves. This remains a solo, adventure, and character-driven experience. It is not an RPG. The focus...
He said it. It is not an RPG. And what I really like about it is they really just kept some of it, just what was originally great already, and just improved upon it. So they didn't just rewrite the whole thing. Some of the story will be same, but they just added new characters and improved upon it. You know what? I'm actually having a lot of faith that this is going to be amazing.
Stays on how you play and how you explore the world. And as we develop the game, we organize dedicated workshops with our community. These early player feedbacks played an important role in refining many of these elements. Here's a look at their most recent visit.
Hello everyone, we are here at the Ubisoft Singapore studio where we invited some of our biggest Assassin's Creed fans to discover the remake of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. They've had the opportunity to meet the devs, try the game, and share their valuable feedback with us. Here's what they had to say.
I still can't believe that I can help the dev team to make the game better and improve it when it finally arrives.
I'm part of that process, and Black Flag is my favorite game, so to be a part of that process is just awesome.
It felt nice to be appreciated in that way, to give direct input about the game.
The feedback with the dev team, they were very open as a dev team to take the criticism, what needs to be fixed, what's great. They even asked us more questions about it. So I love the curiosity that they show us, and it shows that they truly care about what they do.
I'm just really excited to be back, like with the addition of new audio lines, the new dialogue, and the new music.
Oh, she's about to tear up.
To actually
I would too, actually.
Improve the staff experience for the game.
I care about this game, this remake. When I heard rumors about this game, I just wanted to be involved in giving as much effective feedback as possible.
Some of this work came directly from spending time with some of our core players early on. We had them play early builds and sat down with them to gather their honest feedback on the game, tapping into the many things players expect of a Black Flag remake, from gameplay features to visual fidelity. This helped us refine some of our choices along the way. What was interesting was not only to gather that feedback, but to understand why players reacted this way. They were incredibly passionate about Edward, how he moves, how he reads on screen, even the details on his face. That led to deeper conversations. Together, we explored different approaches, tested ideas, challenged assumptions, and refined choices until the intent felt right again. The team's passion and commitment have driven every step of this journey, and we can't wait for you to see more of what we've been crafting.
Oh, it really is so good to be back in this world. I believe the Black Flag is one of those pirate adventures that never really left the players' minds. And it's also really special to be here today with some of the people who helped shape the game back then and who are bringing it back now. Jean, you were creative director on the original Black Flag, and Paul, you're the creative director on Resynced, who's leading the vision of this remake today. Now, before we dive into what the game is now, I'd love to go back for a moment. So when you started building Black Flag back in early 2012? 2012. How was the world imagined in the first place? I mean, what were the pillars that were there from day one?
Well, from the very beginning, one of the key central core pillar was fluidity, right? We really wanted a seamless experience, connecting movement, combat, and navigation, all very naturally. And it was the same seamlessness that we were looking for between naval experience and the ground experience, because the other challenges we were facing was to merge actually two fantasies, being a pirate on one side and being an assassin on the other, without any friction. And the sea wasn't just an add-on, to the ground experience. Naval gameplay was really a core pillar from day one. We also wanted a world that feels alive, right? Something that would react to the players, always in motion. And it was very compelling to me to see other people like Paul and his team actually to face the same challenges that we did face back in the days. And I think what helped them craft the game was that a lot of people involved in Resynced today were already part of the game, the original back then.
Paul, so you were already a part of the team back then, right? So, when you come back to a project all these years later, what stayed non-negotiable from the original vision, apart from the fact that, I'm Kenway?
So, Matt, the one thing that was non-negotiable is the original story of Edward Kenway. We have never approached Resynced as a reinvention. Our goal is to carry John's vision forward. And today...
That's what I love to hear. It was not... it's not just trying to reinvent or revision everything. Just keep what was amazing and what was already built, improve upon it.
We have much more room to do so since the game is engineered and rebuilt on Ubisoft's latest engine.
Oh yeah, hunting.
It allows us to push
that.
dynamism, gameplay, immersion further, while keeping the original vision and story intact.
Yeah, Jean, and you mentioned before how collaborative the original game was, and can you talk about that, especially with Singapore?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a absolutely team effort back in the time, and I remember actually in 2012 when we first came here in Singapore, meeting Paul and the team to do what we call the blueprint. This week of hard work where the game really emerged from the preparatory work, and Montreal worked very closely with Singapore. Singapore built key parts of Black Flag. The naval gameplay was built on top of the Assassin's Creed 3 naval tech that was developed, in some specific missions. But you were also behind a lot of places, locations, and gameplays, like caves, underwater gameplay, forts, ships, and some major missions like the E3
that was
demo
a fun
that you worked on.
Mission. Right. Right. So there seems to be a real sense of continuity here, not just in the game, but in the people making it. One thing that really shaped Black Flag for me was how dynamic the scenes felt coming back to it for Resynced and shooting the mocap scenes in Toronto. The scenes just felt so dynamic, like the original game. And what was the intention back then, when it came to all the cinematics?
So from the start, and it was a
By the way, I noticed that his hood is off. In the original gameplay, he was hooded.
Lot of discussion with Kama, the animation director back then. We really wanted the scenes to feel alive. We wanted characters moving, interrupting each other, exchanging objects, and reacting physically. And that sense of movement was really part of the game's identity, I feel.
Right. And when you rebuild a game like this, I guess that becomes a huge challenge, right, Paul? And how did you keep the spirit whilst trying to push it further with all of today's amazing technology?
Well, there are many ways, but To carry on the spirit of Black Flag, we always remembered one thing, to rebuild the game with the original pillars in mind, John's pillars and the original core team's pillars. But the most important thing was the story. Every single small moment in the game had to be rebuilt and crafted. And it took a lot of handcrafting, especially the facial animations. But that's important because that's the soul of the game.
That you men are the pariahs of Charlestown, and I would profit better by using your organs for chum and your bones for char. By Christ!
And you know, when you add new things to a game that people really know off by heart and they know it so well, the fear is always that the people might notice the seams, right? Jean, when you played it, what did you feel?
Well, actually, I felt like playing Black Flag, you know, and not even noticing where the original end was ending and when the new content that Paul and the team brought was starting. And this is something really important. That continuity is very much essential.
You know, Jean, whenever we wanted to change or add something, we would always question ourselves, does this belong here? Would Edward do this? Would John get upset? And if the answer wasn't clear, we simply wouldn't do it. However, as we all know, no remake is complete without additional content. So we have added brand new chapters and brand new missions to the game, including a brand new scene with Edward's wife, Caroline, that's written by Darby himself.
Yeah, I remember playing it. Jean, so like there's something...
Yeah, I wonder if there's going to be more with Caroline Scott, because we only saw her in the flashbacks and all that. I wonder if they're going to rewrite some of that scenes or if they're just going to keep it the same. That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know, there's something deeper in Black Flag than just like pirate freedom, you know, and it's closely tied to the character of Edward.
Yes, absolutely. We really wanted to send a message also saying that freedom without structure doesn't lead you anywhere, right? And Edward's arc reflects that. He thinks everything will be granted, you know, that's the good life, plundering, etc. But then in the end, you realize that you lost all your friends. Yeah. Right? And so this is very important because he grows into someone that understands his own responsibilities and that makes him, like you said, very human.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I really leaned into coming back to the character after, you know, more than a decade. You know, it's the same Edward, but there seemed to be like, for me personally, you know, from the scenes that were written kind of, as I said, more dynamism, but also there's a certain kind of weight to Edward's journey, you know? I guess that with Black Flag Resynced, there are some really kind of important decisions to make, right, Paul? And how did you approach those?
So, Matt, with Resynced, we made a clear choice. It is a pure story-driven adventure, and we are fully focused on Edward's adventures in the Caribbean. As a result of this focus, we have elected to not have the multiplayer and not have the DLC. However, Resynced is built from the ground up, with new story, new content, and new systems. But we're staying true to its action-adventure roots.
Yeah, because when I looked on Steam, there were two versions. There was the standard version and the deluxe edition. And I don't know how much help the deluxe edition is going to be because it looks like it's just mostly cosmetics. But however, there are some weapons and things like that. So, screw it, I'm going to get the deluxe.
Resynced is a 2026 take on the original legend. And for those of us who are curious, the original will still be available.
And Jean, so the modern day, right, that played a really specific role in Black Flag when it was released. And so can you explain how it fit the franchise back then?
So, you know, back then in 2013, the present day reflected where the franchise was at. It was a transition moment, especially with Desmond's story and what it meant at the time. But now with Resynced, I think there were some changes were needed.
That's right. Today, the modern day has evolved. For Black Flag Resynced, we have approached it in a way that focuses on Edward's journey while still connecting his memories to the Animus. The modern day rifts in Black Flag Resynced will feature new moments that focus on Edward's internal struggles.
There's also something about Black Flag.
It's a little trade-off.
I feel that, I don't know, people still crave what the game brought, you know?
You know what? I think it's because it's a game full of light.
Yeah.
Yes, there is danger and violence, but everything takes place under the bright Caribbean sky, you know? palm trees, seas, movement. It's
Man,
very
look at the
generous
shadow
in
and
sense.
everything.
And that sense of escapism has always been part of the game, and I feel it's very relevant in 2026.
Yeah, totally. And the other thing that the people I feel never forget, and certainly I never had, is the music.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. It's the music, especially the sea shanties. The sea shanties in particular have always been part of Black Flag's identity. For Resynced, we have...
I remember there's many moments where I didn't even just fast travel to any places. I just literally sailed while listening to sea shanties. There was one time I was looking for more metal because that is what is needed to upgrade mortars and cannons. And I spotted this man of war out in the distance, and it had a lot of metal. And I was about to attack it, but then Leave Her Johnny, Leave Her, the song, the shanty came on. I was like, damn it, I can't attack because I want to listen to this whole shanty. So I was literally just tailing this man of war and just like waiting until the shanty was over. And when it was over, then I attacked. That's how much I love the shanties.
Cap the shanties that everybody loves, but we have also added new shanties that are connected to the story.
Time ago, everywhere! 'Twas a long time and a very long time.
So today, we'd like to reveal a collaboration with an artist that's deeply connected to the Assassin's Creed franchise. And this artist has a special place in my heart because of his work on Assassin's Creed Revelations. Woodkid.
Woodkid. Ah, cool. Yeah,
that's cool.
That's great.
Hey everyone, Woodkid here. I'm in my studio in Paris now, and I have great news for you. I'm back in the Assassin's Creed franchise, this time for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. You know, the world of Assassin's Creed has been very important for me and very linked to my career. It started like 15 years ago or something. And this time, I'm very excited about what we've done. I know that Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a game that's very important to all of you. It's a game about escapism, about rebellion, about exploration, and these are themes that are very, very important for my work. You know, I've explored these themes a lot in my music. So I won't say too much, but I can't wait for you to hear what I've done for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
Having him return to the franchise, especially for Black Flag Resynced, means a lot to the team. We've been working on a newly reimagined track specifically for Black Flag Resynced, and we can't wait for you guys to hear it.
Yeah, right. And, you know, music is just one of those things that the people remember long after they stop playing. I mean, I did. The sea shanties, I still play in my car now from time to time, you know, and this game means a lot to you, and we know that.
Yeah, absolutely. This game means a lot to me, and I'm not saying that just because you guys are here. Just working on a game takes me back to 2012, and we all want the game to be the best it can be, and we really hope that you guys will enjoy playing it.
Yeah, so you entered the Animus for real.
That's
back
right.
in 2012, yeah.
I mean, what a great thing, right? To come back to something, you know, more than a decade after, you know, and get to revisit and rebuild and reimagine this wonderful world. It's just been such a pleasure for me, and I thank you guys for bringing me back. Before we wrap this up, I've got a little surprise for you. All right, this is something pretty awesome. I saw it today for the first time, and I love it. So here we have an Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced Collector's Edition. It's so awesome, and inside is a really stunningly well-crafted figurine of Edward Kenway sitting there.
I saw
slouched like me, really. And he looks really cool, and it's crafted really well. And inside there's a notebook with all of like Kenway's diary entries and journeys about all of his adventures. And there's also a brooch and a cloth map, and then some goodies in there for everyone. So this one is really cool. It's the first time I've seen it today. And if you guys like it, then you're gonna have to get your own, because this one's mine.
You deserve it.
Thank you. No,
You're welcome to take it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Perks of the job.
We can't wait for you to live or...
The problem is I can't get the collector's edition because one, I'm going to be playing it on Steam and it comes with the disc version, and my PS5 is the digital version. So basically I could literally buy the collector's edition, but the game is useless.
Or relive this thrilling pirate adventure with Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced that will launch on July 9th, 2026. I just want to say thank you for all being with us today, and we cannot wait for you to experience it yourselves. Cheers.
Nice. I am really hyped now for this game. I was already hyped, but I had my little concerns and doubts and worries about it because, you know, like I said, Ubisoft was really good at advertising and marketing, because when they advertised and showed Skull and Bones, it looked amazing, but people were really disappointed with that game. So I had my little doubts here and there, but hearing directly from the people creating it and also answering some of the questions I had, I am a lot more confident that this is going to be amazing. They did not mess this up. And yeah, I mean, as soon as you said this is not an RPG, that was actually really amazing to hear. I was like, thank you. And the sea shanties are there. And they said, we're not going to reinvent the wheel. We're just going to improve upon it. That's what I love to hear as well. So I am definitely going to reorder, not reorder. Why I said reorder. I am gonna definitely pre-order. There we go. Pre-order the game. I said reorder, guys. My bad. Pre-order the game, and yes, I will be playing it on this channel, gaming channel, and that's gonna be it. So this was the very first video besides the intro video for this channel, and hope you guys really enjoyed it, and hope here's to many more gameplay videos on this channel. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that notification bell so you know when I drop more videos. And also, if you guys want to check out my main channel, Warrior Humble, it is in the description below. Over there, we do reaction review videos. I look into many other different channels and movies, TV shows, and things like that. So if that is something you guys are interested, go over there and check it out. But besides that, see you guys next time.